All right, everyone, it's Wednesday, August 15th, 2018. I want to touch on this story that broke in the news yesterday, and I'm sure many of you have heard about this. But first, let me say, if you know who I am, if you follow my channel here on YouTube for any length of time, you know that I am outspoken against the atrocities of the Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church, the pedophilia, the child rape and molestation. And here's the report. More than 1,000 children were sexually abused by priests in Pennsylvania. We're talking about one state. What about all of the other states across the United States of America? This is just one state and one case. More than 1,000 children were sexually abused by priests in Pennsylvania. Satan resides in the Vatican. Let me take you to this story. It's just disgusting. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania grand jury says that in its investigation of clergy, sexual abuse identified more than 1,000, you hear me, 1,000 child victims. The grand jury report released Tuesday says that that number comes from records in 6 Roman Catholic dioceses. The grand jury says it believes the real number of abused children might be in the thousands. And it is, the tens of thousands, the millions. Since some records were lost and victims were afraid to come forward. The report says more than 300 clergy committed the abuse over a period of decades. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro says the probe found a systematic cover-up by senior church officials in Pennsylvania and at the Vatican. Of course, in Pennsylvania and at the Vatican has been covering up these crimes against children, the sexual abuse, and they have been protecting these pedophile priests. This is PriestGate. I've been warning against this. I've been telling you for all the years that I've been on YouTube what's going on, how the Vatican, how the Pope, this Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, I'm going to be outspoken today, has been protecting these pedophile priests. They're going way back, to the 1920s, 30s, 40s. Pick a year. Just pick a year. Children have been abused by priests and by nuns, little girls, little boys, damaged and ruined for life. They have been threatened, these children, that if you tell, something terrible, terrible will happen to your family. They have been ashamed to bring this forward. But this is just one report in one state, Pennsylvania. What about Detroit, Michigan? What about the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan, where all of these Catholic dioceses are in every state? This is going on. State across state across state. When will people realize the atrocities of the Vatican, the Pope, and not just this Pope, Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict, all the way down? It's all a big child sex ring. Pedophiles, PriestGate. Wake up, people. Wake up.